Hello and welcome back for more Final Fantasy VII, where we're going to finally make our way through the Northen Cave. We are with me. There we go. If the controller wants to play ball, we are. Northen Cave? Northen Cave Crater. This area isn't too bad. Right, let's do it. That cave mouth at the very top there, that is where you would go if you want to come back out of the Northen Cave. But I've done pretty much everything there is to do here. And here we get a save crystal. And our first fight of the area. How fun. And it's against absolutely nothing that I care about. I need to hit these with magic. I mean, not once to wake up, I don't, I suppose. Once to wake up, they're pretty easy to kill, as you can see. Wow, Vincent. Does no damage. I don't think any of my dudes are level 4 there. No, Cloud's are level 4. Alright, so we'll revive Cloud after this. There is a lot of enemies down here that can instant death you, to be quite frank. But look, I've got 99 elixirs. I'm big chilling. Yeah, see, that cave just brings you all back up at the top. I thought I'd show that, just so you know where to come if you wanted to. Well, if you wanted to leave the cave. But we just get to travel down. Oh, wait, oh, hey. No, manipulate. I apologise there, my controller was going a bit haywire. Now, they've got laser, and right, so Cloud needs laser, which we can learn from this dragon here. As well as you'll have noticed he has another move there. If Cloud wasn't an absolute numpty and didn't decide to counter-attack him. I didn't think laser was counter-attackable, to be honest with you. Please don't counter Vincent. Just manipulate him. Cloud, manipulate, please. Pretty please. This case doesn't work, I'll have Vincent do it as well. Come on. There we go. Because we also want the enemy skill, Dragon Force. I'm not sure what Dragon Force does, to be honest with you. Yeah, I have no idea what Dragon Force actually does. What does Dragon Force do? Where's it at? There's my enemy skill list here somewhere. Somewhere, there it is. Ah, raises your defense and magic level. So essentially, it's a single target wall, essentially. But it's another enemy skill ticked off the list that I now no longer have to worry about. So we will be able to get the last of the enemy skills while we're here. Be able to pick up the final ones that we're missing on, well, every Materia. Well, every Materia, all 3 enemy skill Materias. As we keep knocking chunks of this crater further into the ground. One of them is not against this little weenie here. Who hopefully doesn't hit us with the old level 4 death on death here. But if he does, again, it's not the end of the world. Now you'll notice Vincent's weapon doesn't do a lot of damage. Vincent's weapon is based on the amount of enemies he's killed. So Vincent probably would be a better candidate for me mage actually over Cloud there, which I probably should do. But you know, it is what it is. I wanted to at least make Vincent semi-useful. Where's Cloud at? Cloud, get rid of them. That's Ultima, our way to victory. Right here. We just need to make our way very nicely through this. No, we're getting level 4. Of course we're getting level 4. Why wouldn't I get level 4 death? Bye, Cloud. I don't know why they're both casting it, as if it's going to work twice. They're just making us go through more healing items at this stage in time. Back to healing, Cloud. Let's mega elixirs. But which ways I'm running this way? I say there's a few more enemies you need to keep an eye out for our enemy skills, but I'll point them out as and when we get to them. These parasites aren't one of them. Defend. You can't counterattack if you defend. Pretty sure that's how it works. Ah, it is one. Level 5 death. Pretty sure a level 5 death is an enemy skill. But I could be wrong. Nope, it's an enemy skill. It's an enemy skill that only kills one character, which... I mean, that's pretty much a win in my book. Can you level 5... Are you susceptible to level 5 death? You aren't. Okay. Head attack, I guess. Well, there's 2 enemy skills ticked off, so not many left to go now. In all fairness. We will be able to make our way through this yet. Barret doesn't do a lot of damage neither. I don't have his weapon filled with AP. This would not be my normal go-to team. Right, so this area, you just go towards the bit of the cliff you want to be on. You push. Well, very simply, you just push X to go up. Honestly, I'm gonna have Cloud mime because I'll mime Vincent's double cut here. See, this is why I wasn't worried about Cloud having the double cut materia with the mime materia. Cloud can still be my main DPS, he can still be the big lifter for us. So, we climb up here, we get a power source. And if you run through here, we get another HP absorb materia, which kinda isn't very useful. No, I don't want to climb up. I want to jump down, my friend. Jump down, Cloud. Ah, I hate this controller, I really do. I so need a new one. Alright, I'm not fighting these gargoyles anymore. These gargoyles can go eat. There we go. I knew you'd do it, Cloud. And the elixir on that side, and if we keep going down, we can climb back up that side. I'm pretty sure. Once we run. Ah, Louis, dude. Pick up some free sources. Double cut, mime, slash all. That's... I mean, yeah, okay, I probably should swap Vincent and Cloud's build around, to be honest with you. But the more kills Vincent gets, the more damage he will eventually be able to do. It's just... I haven't killed a lot of people with Vincent. I haven't really used Vincent a lot for big killing sprees. When it's really starting to show on the damage he's dealing. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. We're not really that bothered about it. Sometimes if you let go of the controls that you're holding to run away, your characters will just be like perma running, so you just, you know, you're chilling. Yep, no, gargoyles, they're gone. They can go eat a dick. They can go eat a big, fat, huge one. And we just climb back up here for these 2 chests up here. Obviously, not without getting into a fight first against a Dark Dragon. Which, honestly, Dark Dragons are easy enough to take care of. It's just the time consuming. The things with the battles down here, none of them are particularly difficult. I mean, Master Tombury can be a pain. But he's not too bad. It's just they can take a minute to actually deal with. We got a mine source there, and obviously I can't climb up there, so I'm going to run round all the way back up and round to the other side so I can get that chest there, and I'll meet you up that side. Okay, so I've made my way down to this treasure chest. It's just the same as from the top. You just loop it back around, turn my speed up off. I did do it in double speed just to try and speed it up a little bit. I don't want to spend too long Well, as I said, I don't want to spend too long running backwards and forwards in this area, but I'm going to spend forever running backwards and forwards. I hate this area. I really do. I actually do hate this area. I'm going down here first to grab this treasure chest, which is a mine source. Oh, I hate this. I really hate this area. I really do. That's not where I wanted to go at all, I don't think. Stupid controller. I mean, you can hear it in battle. It's trying to send me me stuff all over. This is just a massive pain. Oh, these are new enemies though. Scissors. These teach us absolutely nothing and do very little damage. They're actually really easy to take care of, as you can see right there. Not too challenging at all, really. What I want to do is I want to jump. There you go. So you can jump back up here. You can jump pretty much all the way back up, to be honest with you. If I'm not mistaken. Because this is the way I wanted to go, I believe. This way? Hey. It was this way. We're not going to fight these tiny little guys. I mean, look at that. Look at what that controller's doing automatically. I'd love to know what the issue is here. But apparently this controller just absolutely hates me. But we get a free hero drink there. Free hero drink, free entry into the cave. Cave of Wonders. No, that's Aladdin. And more scissors. More scissors. Honestly, the scissors don't have a lot of life. They are definitely one of the weak enemies here. Now, obviously, the enemies do get stronger the further down the Northen Cave we go, which is to be expected, I suppose. You know, I'd expect my enemies to get stronger the further down I go. Hey, stop. Stop. Jesus Christ, man. Hey, no. I swear to Jesus. But yeah, you can walk through that. I'd say a wall. It's not a wall, it's a cave. You walk through that cave. Take that in 2 seconds. I'm going to have to try and fix this controller. Give us a momentum to see what I can do here. Alright, I think this controller is just beyond help, if I'm completely honest with you. But go back out to the top here. And we just keep running right to fall down. Yeah, this controller is just absolutely just fucked at this point, I think. Ow! Jesus Christ! Sorry if you heard a clap now. Just put my glass down. I wasn't expecting Barrett getting absolutely split by those scissors. Who would have known? Scissors are dangerous. Yes, that's why we were told never to run with them. Remember, kids, never run with scissors and never scissor with the runs. So we're just going to keep dropping and enter some caves so we can make our way out of this little area. I can't believe I just said never run with scissors and never scissor with the runs. Please excuse me. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and stay away from using my analog stick here. I think that's going to be the best play. It's just my finger is naturally drawn towards it. I'm saying finger, I meant thumb. Yeah, there's not much else we can do here, really. We just keep running at this point. I am using my analog stick for this because it is just quicker. There we go. So, what we're about to get here is we are about to get a lovely, lovely, lovely part of the game, which is going to finally explain why I have got the party I have got. Which I swear it makes sense why I've brought 2 subpar party members with us. So down here we're going to have a nice little huddle with everyone, which is always fun. And split into two groups. So for the way I want to do this, right, is I want to send everybody apart from Tifa left. So Cloud goes left, Barret goes left, Tifa goes right, Red goes left, Yuffie goes left, Kate Sith goes left, Vincent goes left, and Sid goes left, obviously. So I can take exactly the same party. That's all I'm going to do. Because I've already done this. So we now get to sit through these, talk about, yeah, let's go get Sephiroth, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna kick his ass. Yeah, say yeah. The last chapter of Materia forever. Au revoir, Yuffie. Blue tie's not French, what am I on about? Go get him, Red. Use that bloodhound nose. Go, go, go. Go, Red, go. Sniff him out. Just sniff for something that smells like a mama's boy. Alright, Kate Sith, you're a doll. See you later, mate. You're also a traitor. But you know. I was planning on going back dead, to be honest with you, Tifa. It's me or Sephiroth, and, you know, they don't kill me. This will be the end of it. That crowd sounds so cool, but we're going to go left here first, right? Now, there is a very particular way I am going to do this. Now, generally, I would say take Vincent and Red with you down here. Because Vincent and Red's weapons scale off MP, and as long as they're not casting magic, they will remain at max damage, and Cloud can just keep everyone topped up on health. But that's not the way I've chose to do it. So this way here makes it so much worse, because this is where I'd have to split from Red and Sid, which is why I have Barret and Vincent. So Barret goes down. No, Cloud goes down, Barret goes down, Red goes up, Yuffie goes up, Kate Sith down, Vincent down, and then Sid goes up. Which means I am left with this party. I mean, honestly, Kate Sith would probably be more used than Vincent here, if I'm completely honest with you. But it is what it is. I am using Barret and Vincent. Not exactly optimal party members, but we take what we can get. We don't panic over this type of stuff. So we're obviously going to be, you know, we said we're going down. We are going to take the lower left path here. So we're going to go this way. Same way Kate Sith went. And this is our first. This is the first place we're going to do. I'm still using this. By this I mean me analog stick. I need to stop. So, hey, jump. There we go. Now the reason the party splits so unfavourably, I would love Red 13 in the party. I'd love Vince in the party. Even Tifa. Even Yuffie would be good. But no. I am stuck with Tweedledee, Tweedledum, who honestly aren't that good. I mean, yeah, I could make Barret good if I was willing to go grind a load of Materia out and just stack a load of max, like, Knights of the Round and stuff like that in his weapon. It could be good. And if I was willing to take Vincent on a quick killing spree, then Vincent could also be really good. I'm not doing either of that. So, we continue. Hey, go that way. Go. That way, I guess. So we get a Turbo Ether, which is always nice. I didn't want to climb back up there, Cloud. I wanted to go down and round, my son. Ooh, an Ahriman. An Ahriman's... Sorry, an Elegiman. An Elegiman's now. I actually want to heal up. Or I can do the healing. I don't think this guy teaches us the other enemy skill I'm after. It doesn't, but you can get level 4 death here if you missed it. Well, earlier. Much earlier. Not really much earlier, but earlier enough. Like 10 minutes ago earlier, I guess. But yeah, that is not the enemy we are looking for. I am still looking for 3 enemy skills. I'll tell you exactly what they are when we get there. This guy is not one of them. This is a King Behemoth. The King Behemoth does not have what I am after. I mean, it's cool because he's yellow and he's got a spiky club tail and big horns, but he dies all the same. At this point, if I had Red and Sid, like, we'd be absolutely steamrolling every single battle. Hey. Now I want to go back up, I believe. No. No. What the? Do apologise. I'm trying to play it on D-pad and remember where I'm going, considering I don't generally play D-pad. Is really being a pain in my ass. Alright, another Algaman. I'm not calling it an Algaman, it's an Ahriman. Another Ahriman. The white orb here is a magic counter materia. If you're playing the original PlayStation version, I do believe that appears as a black orb. But it has been a long time since I've played it. So, this room here, we get another X potion. We love a good X potion, we really do, apparently. We love an X potion, we do. But yeah, there's not much to be said for most of this cave, to be honest with you. It's like, yeah, sure, it's, you know, not the most straightforward thing in the world, but again, it's not the most difficult thing in the world either. The first pain in the arse part is about to land here, with this lovely materia that is floating. So as soon as you land on that platform, you want to hit OK to grab it. As you can see, I missed. We get another opportunity because we're coming back from the speed source. Missed. Missed. Cloud. Grab the material, Cloud. Cloud, grab it. Oh my god, Cloud. Get the materia. There we go. You have to be pinpointed the minute your foot touches the floor, but that is a mega all. Now, a mega all is actually really fun. It puts all on every action. So, manipulate. I mean, it doesn't really work with much of the stuff I've got on. Master command. So you get like all coin. Yeah, it doesn't really work with much of the stuff I've got on. We'll put it on Cloud just so I can show it off. For whatever sake I'm deciding to do this for. I don't think I've really got anything. I've got mime and manipulate. Unfortunately, it is just a singular all, I believe. It's pretty much pointless. But if we get the Cloud's turn here, there you can say like manipulate plus, so he'll manipulate all enemies. So I eventually get coin all, you get morph all, death blow all, things like that. So it can be useful. Very rarely can it be useful, but it does have its uses, I guess. Not for me at the moment, but it does have its uses. But, you know, it is what it is. So down here, this is the room where, I'm pretty sure this is the room where all your party members meet. So what we're going to do here, right, is I'm going to cut and I'm going to run all the way back to where we split. All the way back to the full party split is where I'm going to go now. Where we decided whether we wait, the second split where we decided whether we want to go left or right. So I'll make it there so we can do the upper left path next. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not back on the upper pathway yet, but bad time for me. Controller decided wants to freak out. This is a Master Tonberry. Now, as you can see, all he does is walk forward, right? Now, this guy is honestly an absolute pain. This is also if you decided not to go for the ribbon from the Hocho. This is the guy you would get it from. Say I've already taken everyone's grudge on Cloud, which is going to kill him. Yep. It's going to kill him. Of course it is. Do I have to take another one? No, I don't. Okay. So Barret can actually get Cloud on his feet. Wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Maybe Cloud can't get somebody on his feet. The knife is instant death, if you were wondering. We'll finish down Cloud, finish down Barret. Thank God for the W item, eh? Considering I targeted the wrong person with a heal there. And honestly, Cloud can Mega Elixir. Vincent can 2 times cut. Now there is something. Oh, there we go. Death Force. But whoever the Tonberry chooses to stand in front of, you can't actually Death Force them to make them immune to death. Now there is a point in time coming up very soon where I will be using that, but I thought I'd show off the Master Tonberry fight. It is probably one of the more awkward fights down here. But it's still not a bad fight at the end of the day. So unless I run into something that's going to teach us another enemy skill, I will continue to make my way back to the left-hand path split, and I will meet you there. As Cloud walks by himself, apparently. Okay, so we're back. I've made my way all the way back to the split here, where we're going to take the upper left. Now this area here is the best area in the entire game to farm. Be it for XP, Gil, AP. This is the only area where you can encounter the magic pot enemy. This is not them. This is a terrible one to see what they are. Got Christopher and Geeky. Now you'll have noticed I've changed my Materia setup around. I have give Cloud what was Vincent's. The only thing is because I slapped the Mega All on him, his double cut became /all. Which isn't ideal because I do want double cut just for taking care of, you know, tricky. Do you know what? Give his sneak attack. If I get a preempt, I'll launch that off. Yeah, I'm not going to use Mega All. I was thinking about it. I was like, I could make it useful, maybe, but there's not many places where it's useful. Alright, I'm not dealing with the Tonberry again. These things just take too long, and honestly, it's really not worth the trouble. I already own 3 ribbons, so I don't really care about trying to morph anymore. And even if I did, I'd want Yuffie on the team anyway. Just because she doesn't suffer from stunt damage when morphing. Oh, look at that. Up and under the water. Wouldn't really recommend that, but you know. Can I find a magic pot? Am I gonna... I'm gonna fight this battle. So, Cloud gets a double cut. Vincent gets the mindset double cut, and Barret gets the stop being gay. Hey. There we go. I swear to God, this controller. I'm gonna have to try and get a hold of a new one at some point. I think this one isn't even that old. This is the terrible thing. I've only had this one maybe a month or two, if that. But up here we get a remedy. Cloud got the remedy. Cloud was refusing to go backwards there because of the controller. But we can go through to the next screen here. Now, this screen here. We can't get that treasure chest right by us at the minute. Which is unfortunate. Hopefully I do find a magic pot here. These are not magic pots, so I am aware. I should probably just pause or stop the recording when I get into encounters really, but not this again. I haven't even used it. 2 times cut, climb, flash all. 2 times cut. Oh my god, look at all that damage Vincent is doing. My good lord. Even Tifa is better with the mime Materia. Mime and double cuts. Just because, obviously, the way her ultimate weapon works. I mean, Vincent can be really good, but you have to use Vincent for a long time. And he has to get the majority of the kills, which just doesn't happen as Cloud tends to take them. Still not a magic pot. I'm letting all these battles fly in the hopes of getting a magic pot. I do apologise. But up here we get another random encounter, of course. Another non-flayable random encounter. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go chaos. What happens, happens. I'm not bothered. Do you, boo? You do you. I am chaos. Blech, look at my 5,000 damage that I deal. Don't blow the whole budget at once, chaos, for your damage. Jesus. I might get a little bit upset if you do too much damage. Now, if you don't care about the items your other party members can pick up from sending them down different paths, you can still do this with Red and Sid, who are the better picks, honestly, for the ones to bring with you down here. I mean, if that was the case, my Materia setup would be exactly the way it was before. Including the Mega Roll, I would just have them both just slash all them. They would be doing so much damage between them, it would be unreal. But up here we get this Shield Materia. Now the Shield Materia is an interesting one considering we get it so late in the game. But once leveled up, it teaches you Shield. And Shield is essentially a shield is essentially barrier and M barrier together. It's basically the wall of the game. Now, if we go down from Shield, we can go into the water and up to here, which will net us an Imperial Guard, which in comparison to the Zydrich isn't really that good. There it is. I mean, it's decent. I mean, honestly, if you ignore defense percentages, it's probably the 3rd best in the game, especially if you value physical defense over magic defense. What, the Mistyle's 96 with good percentages. Yeah, I mean, the Imperial Guard is really good. It's no Zydrich. But it's good. So, I'll back up here. I'm pretty sure this is the way we go now. No, no, no. I didn't say to do that, game. Did I? Did I say to do that? No, I didn't. And now all you've done is put me in a silly fight with a Master Thornberry that I don't care about. There is also the extremely rare mover enemy down here, I believe. Pretty sure the mover is a fairly rare encounter. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. What a... Uh-huh. Boom! Every time I'm hoping it's a magic pot. If I can't find one, I'll find one off screen, I guess. But over here we get a hero drink. And we get to walk on these lovely squishy branches out of here. Magic pot. There we go. Finally found the magic pot. So, the magic pot. You cannot damage a magic pot without giving it an elixir first, which is where the W item glitch comes in. If you try to attack it without giving it an elixir, it will just steal some of your items, and it's not limited to, you know, just as standard items, I guess. I mean, it is limited as standard items, but still any item that's not, you know, equipped that's in the item menu. But the elixirs are the best. I mean, look at that. 2000 AP and 6800 XP. Now, if I had the triple growth, if you got a triple growth weapon on, that's 6000 AP per materia. If you want to grind and you don't mind abusing the W item glitch, they are the enemies to do it. I think the mover might give slightly more experience, but it's also a lot more awkward to find the mover. And we just get a Behemoth King. I mean, Behemoth King, Cloud can double slash it, to be fair. Cloud's double cup will take care of Behemoth King. I've got absolutely no fear in that. Oh, he didn't? Vincent? 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 Yeah. His weapon just got a tiny little bit stronger. Not much by any means, but a tiny little bit. So this is a fun little area. As you can see, there's a lovely little purple Materia over here. And another Mithril Golem, which I really don't care about. Now, this lovely little purple Materia here is not a purple Materia. Right? That is a W magic Materia. It is yellow. Which, it's the same as W summon, W item. It lets you use 2 spells in 1 turn. So that is something I'll be putting on Vincent. I will find something to replace with W item. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at that now. What have we got? Master Magic we keep, an Ultimate Quadra we keep, Mime, Manipulate, Counter. Anyways, let's get rid of Manipulate. Cloud's got the better Manipulate rate anyway. And now Vincent can W Magic. So in 1 turn I can have Vincent cast Regen on all of us. And then cast a Quadra Ultimate. How do I get into that a little bit again? I want to be down there. How do I get down there? I want to go down there. I will get down there in a minute. I will remember. There we go. So in the center of this area here, I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, is an Arrow Man. Iron, lying in wait. Patient. Like a keen hunter. Is the counter Materia. The counter Materia is a fun one. So instead of Snake Attack now on Cloud, I am going to equip the counter Materia. So you can counter attack, but you can also counter with double cut. So it's kind of like the magic counter Materia, except it works when paired with all command Materia. But, you know, it is what it is. So, what I'm going to do now though, is I'm going to make another cut here. And I'm going to meet you where we first split the party up at. Where we decided whether we were going right or left, and when we sent Tifa down to the right. As we are now about to run the entire right hand side. To pick up the items on that side. And all will be made clear as to why. When I come back. Now again, as before, if I run into something that can teach us a new enemy skill. Which at this point I think is an enemy called Pollensenta. One of them I know we can't run into yet. One of them I know for 100% fact we cannot run into it yet. But Pollensenta we can. And the other one's sort of like the Joker enemy from the Gold Saucer area. But we need to find them. One, the Pollensenta is for Angel Whisper, and the Joker is for Roulette, which is why it's nice having that Death Force, because I will cast Death Force on my entire party first before I start spinning the Death Roulette wheel. But let's see, if I run into them on my way back, brilliant, I'll show you them. If not, we'll continue on and I'll get them as we go, but I'll definitely make sure we get them before we end the game. So I will meet you back at the point where we made the party split. I'll see you there. So here we are back at the split we took earlier, where we sent Tifa down this long lonely path on the right all by herself. Now I did skip nearly every fight on the way back, apart from a couple of magic pots I ran into in the swamp area. I took full advantage of fighting them magic pots, like full advantage of fighting those magic pots. Although none of my materia gained any levels, and I think on the whole my party might have gained 1 level each. But this one here, we just get to run all the way down this beautiful stalactite. And if I'm not mistaken, this is also where we will be learning the final 3 of our enemy skills. Oh, here's one of them here. Right, so first things first with this one, I want everybody to cast Death Force on themselves, as that is going to be absolutely tremendous. It makes us immune, one ally immune to death for the entire battle, before we manipulate the Death Dealer, which is, like I said, it's the one that looks like the Joker enemy from the Gold Sorcerer area. Why do I keep forgetting Gold Sorcerer area? Why do I keep wanting to see a Corel? Gold Sorcerer area on the map. And then our aim, there we go, it's nice and simple to manipulate us. And we want to learn Roulette. Now Roulette, obviously, it's a random chance what it's going to land on. It could be any one of the 3 party members, as well as himself. But if you have Death Force on, you are immune to death for the entirety of the battle. So I can just sit here now and spin roulettes. Probably should have cast Death Force on that as well. If it doesn't land on it here, I will. Alright, it didn't land on it, so that's fine. There we go. Let's cast Death Force on Death Force. And speak Death Force on the Death Dealer, so he's also immune to instant death. So I can guarantee that I'm actually going to get it on, you know, all 3 party members, and this can take a while, considering I have absolutely no control over where this instant death spell is landing. So although I've made a lot of quick pauses and cuts here, I might have to do it again depending on how long it takes here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do it again. I'll come back as we've learned the last as we learned the last roulette, which is honestly the most useless enemy skill in the game, but hopefully it doesn't take too long. And I will be back in a moment when we've learned it. Alright, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take there, actually. That only took 2 attempts to hit him to get. So now I just need to figure out how I'm going to deal with this lovely. Do you know what it is? I'm just going to shoot him in the back. This Cloud's turn will come up, and then Cloud can just double put him. Oh, petrify him even better. I keep forgetting Barret's got added effect. There's just not many things down here that can actually be hit by added effect. So that is another enemy skill ticked off our list. So we are now only missing 2 more enemy skills. Have 3 fully done enemy skill materials. And there we get a misstyle. If you're not using the Side Witches or the Imperial Guards, there's a second misstyle you can use. 2 misstyles and an Imperial Guard is actually really, really good if you're not going to use the Side Witches. And down here we get a Speed Source, which is always nice. Now, there is 1 more enemy down here I would like to fight. 2 more. This is one of them. Now, this is a Dragon Zombie. And this thing is a massive pain in the behind. Not because it's strong or anything like that, but purely because it has one of the enemy skills that we're after. The issue is, this is it, Pandora's box. The issue is, it only uses it as its last attack if once you've depleted its health. And the problem is, only the first zombie dragon that you encounter will use it. Any other zombie dragons you encounter from this point on will not cast Pandora's box, which kind of sucks. But as you can see there, we've got Pandora's box on all 3 enemy skills. So that leaves us 1 left. All we are missing now is Angel Whisper from the Pollensenta. What in the world, by the way, is a cauldron? Poison fused, sleep, silent, small and frog. I mean, that's pretty nuts, to be fair. I'm not going to use it, but, you know, it's pretty good. Pretty dang good. So now we just hope and pray that these guys here don't actually... Cloud, that would have been nice if you counted with double slash there. Double cut. That would have been real nice, dude. But you didn't, because you're a failure. The counter material has to be pretty high level, I think, actually, to get the procs off. You've got a very low chance at level 1 to actually get what you want. But up here we get a Mega Elixir. And I'm pretty sure I've missed another useless accessory down here. Oh, is that the other chick I'm after? It is, Pollensenta. Right, so I want to kill the parasites here. But I want to leave Pollensenta alive. Do you know this? Barrow can heal. Even though Vincent's supposed to be my healer. But I need to take care of these enemies on the sides. And Barrow can't really do much to help with that. So we're going to manipulate Pollensenta. Also going to defend with Barrow here. Defending should reduce the chance of countering. I don't accidentally want to paralyze or petrify Pollensenta here. Vincent is just going to work on getting rid of the parasites. Now, Pollensenta has Angel Whisper, which again... God damn it, Vincent. Our counterattack, didn't he? God damn it. Defend. Defend. I mean, because I inputted the command, I still get the Angel Whisper. Now, Angel Whispers... This is a full heal plus auto life, I think. Something daft like that. The Angel Wisp. Fuck's sake, Cloud. And that's when counterattack will be a right pain in the arse. But to show you, once I get Angel Whisper on the other enemy skills, we have every enemy skill in the game now. I just need to get it on the last 2 enemy skill materials. So what I'm going to do... Pollensenta? No. It's Joe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around, find myself another Pollensenta, and I am going to get my Angel Whisper for my other 2 enemy skill materials. I'll take care of that and I'll be right back. And that is it done. I've just got out the battle there. As you can see, full enemy skill on Cloud, a full enemy skill on Barrett, as well as a full enemy skill on Vincent now as well. So that is 3 perfected enemy skill materials. Obviously you can do 4 if you really want to, but that means holding off on the Wutai side quest until after you get the High Wind, so you can get that 4th enemy skill material from the Chocobo Sage. But honestly, why do we need 4 enemy skills? We can only use 3 characters, so 4 enemy skills seems kind of pointless. It seems a wee bit redundant, if I'm completely honest. Not something I ever really cared about using. Oh, here we go. I can use this as an example here of the fact that I will not get hit with Pandora's box again. This silly zombie dragon. Yeah, see, look, it just dies. Programming error. If you don't have all 3 enemy skills equipped the first time, you're not getting it any subsequent time neither. It is a one-time thing. You get it or you don't. Now, thankfully, this right-hand path actually isn't that long. We just get to walk down this giant skeleton. And I'll be honest with you, I think I'm just going to get rid of battles now because there isn't any new or exciting battles to do. But this does bring us down to the final part of the dungeon yet again, where we can pick up that luck source that was just sitting there. I think that's one of the only luck sources you get in the game. I can't think of many other luck sources you receive anywhere. Yeah, no, Cloud's sitting at like 31 luck. But if we continue around here, the rest of our party will show up from places we've already been. And here we are. Now, this is the fun part. This is why we sent everybody their own unique way. Cloud, please stop walking on your own. So if we talk to Tifa, we get a Mithril, which is mistranslated. It's supposed to be a Mistyle. She gives us 3 Mistyles now. We have 2 Imperial Guards. Barrett's got nothing because we took him with us. Red 13 gives us a 2nd Shield Materia. Kate Sith gives us Jack All because Kate Sith's a tightwad. And Yuffie gives us another counter Materia, which could be useful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of this little area here, because this is the point of no return. This is where we use our save crystal. Right here, right now. We get rid of their equipment and just give them, I mean, any armor will do really, because they don't have anything equipped. And we're going to exchange some Materia now. So Barrett is our /all. So we're going to give that to Sid. Vincent, who is our mage, is going to go to Cloud. And then what Vincent, or what Cloud did have, is going to go to Red 13. And I am 100% going to PHS some more. That sucks. Okay, so maybe we're not going to do that. Maybe we're not going to do that. So yeah, this is the point of no return. This is the last part of the game. There is nothing else to do at this point. We are completely and utterly done. All we have left to do now is to face Sephiroth, which honestly shouldn't be that difficult, if I'm completely honest with you. But yeah, we will get the option to reform our team, which is why I have, you know, sorted out my other 2 characters the way I have preemptively. I will be swapping Vincent and Barrett out for both Red and Sid. I just think they're better choices, and honestly, Cloud can go. I mean, Cloud's got better strength than he does, better magic than he does strength. And I mean, his magic attack is lower than his actual attack, but he can still make fantastic use of Master Magic, Ultimate Quadra. He's still got mine. W Magic, counter attack, enemy skill, and then obviously Red is double cut with counter, Master Command, preempt, W item, speed plus, counter attack, enemy skill. Actually, preemptive attack is kind of redundant now. What's this? What's he linked this? What's his Master Command? Don't really want another /all, so I don't really want a Mega All on there. A magic counter kind of is useless. I'll give him another look, but I'll give him a speed plus, couldn't I? Yeah, well, I'll give him another speed plus. We'll make him fast. We'll make him fast. And then Sid, obviously, contain added effect, /all, enemy skill, counter attack, W summon, Master Summon, and HP Absorb. Now, Cloud I could set up so Ultimate becomes a magic counter. But honestly, I think we're pretty good the way we are. And one thing I don't need, actually, is I don't need to manipulate anymore. Who has manipulate? Let's get rid of manipulate there. Enemy skill, counter attack, speed plus, W item, speed plus, Master Command, counter. Okay, I must have got rid of manipulate, apparently. Ah, apparently I got rid of manipulate a while ago. Whatever. But yeah, so I'll go over more in depth next time what my final team's going to be and why it's going to be that. But this is where we are going to leave it for today. Next time we are going to continue down these few rugged steps here, and we are going to take on Sephiroth for the fate of the world. Can Cloud and team do it? Or is this the end? Find out next time in the finale of Final Fantasy VII. As always, this has been Daddy Gladdy, signing off. Have a good day.